Hello guys, this is Van Herschel. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. In this video, we are going to discuss the origin and nature of entrepreneurship, which is the very first lesson in TEM subject. Okay, so next slide, we have the chapter 1. Chapter 1, origin and nature of entrepreneurship covers these topics, so which will be discussed in this video. Okay, so all of this madi-discuss sa video na to. Okay, next slide. Bago muna tayo proceed sa aralin. We must know muna sa mga objective. So una, identify natin yung origin and nature ng entrepreneurship. Origin kung paano siya nagsimula and nature niya. So distinguish the newness from innovation. So i-distinguish natin kaibahan ng pagbabago sa innovation. Pangatlo is enumerate the broad impact of entrepreneurship upon the economy. And lastly, determine contemporary views on entrepreneurship. Okay, so ito yung objective natin sa chapter 1. Okay, so introduction na tayo sa chapter 1. Okay, so let's read. The concept of entrepreneurship has gone through an evolution of process. So yung pagninegosyo daw is that dumadaan siya ng evolution of process that commended with providing service in feudalistic society. So entrepreneurship, dumadaan siya ng evolution of process, din nag-provide din siya ng mga serbisyo sa ating lipunan. So ito na adjective, feudalistic, siya, tumutukoy siya sa lipunan nung panahong medieval era. Okay, so next slide, we have this. Even in its early beginnings or inception, there was no indication that entrepreneurship or entrepreneurism was not purely a business activity with profit as the primary motive or purpose. So, noong panahon daw yung pagninegosyo is hindi na masasabi na hindi siya purely business activity. So, siya, business activity talaga yung pagninegosyo dati. So, kahit yung profit natin hindi primary motive or purpose. So, it's still a business activity. So, yes, from the service orientation, it has evolved into a kind of endeavor still without definite bias kung si negosyante ba is na-exist in the business that is purely meant for personal gain or simply nag-provide siya ng services in general. Nor was there also any categorization that an entrepreneur is a capitalist or the business owner and at the time the manager himself, or that entrepreneurship means small scale business. Okay, so at the early times daw yung negosyante is hindi siya kinakategorize o divide kung capitalist ba siya or business owner. So yes, next slide, we have this origin and nature of entrepreneurship. So kanina yung introduce natin na part. So next, we will discuss paano nagsimula yung entrepreneurship. Okay, so we have this section, evolution of entrepreneurship. Okay, so we'll talk about paano nagbago ang pagbabago sa entrepreneurship dati hanggang ngayon. Okay, so first we have French term entreprendre, which means to undertake. So next, early entrepreneurs provided men and materials needed by feudal lords to wage war against their enemies. So mga dating negosyante, early, like mga nakaraang panahon. So nag-provide sila ng mga tao, materyales na kinakailangan ng mga lords, feudal. So related siya sa mga medieval period para to continue their war. So yun ang paraang entrepreneurship dati. So na-provide sila ng materials. Then ngayong panahon, with the growth of academics offerings in the field of business, management and finance, the subject area of entrepreneurship has been added to the list of curricular directions among schools. So dati hindi sila no panahon dati, hindi sila nag-study ng entrepreneurship. So unlike ngayon, may malaking pagbabago na. So yung entrepreneurship is nadagdag na siya sa ating mga school natin. So especially sa field ng business, management at finance. Okay, so tapos na tayo sa evolution. Dito naman tayo sa contemporary views on entrepreneurship. So, ano ba yung entrepreneurship sa panahon na yun? Paano na-define yung pagnenegosyo? So, mga pananaw ng pagnenegosyo. So, ito yung mga notable na mga tao like ni Lloyd Shefskis. So, para sa kanya, ang pagnenegosyo or entrepreneurship, okay, ito yung view niya. So, entrepreneur defined as someone who enters any business, in time to form or change substantially that business nerve center. So all that matters is that no, it, all that matters is that individual develop or change the nerve center of the business. So para kay Lloyd, matatawag nating negosyante yung tao kung papasok siya sa business, kahit anong business. So all that matters na ang individual ay ano siya, gagawa or magbago siya sa nerve center of the business. So ano yung nerve center? So a nerve center of an organization means is the place from where its activities are controlled and where its leaders met. For example, my office is the nerve center of the operation. So nerve center. Okay, so yan si Lloyd. Ito naman si Carl Vesper. So paano niya ma-define yung entrepreneurship? So para sa kanya, entrepreneurs is now a concern of various professions. So, pwede maging psychologist, nurse, kahit anong mga professions. So, para sa kanya, entrepreneurs is now a concern of various professions. Next to one businessman, an entrepreneur appears as a threat, an aggressive competitor, whereas to another businessman, the goal to invest in. Robert Nelson. So, para kay Robert Nelson naman, entrepreneurs is defined as a person who is able to look at the environment, identify opportunities to improve the environment, marshal resources, and implement action to maximize those opportunities. So yes, who is able to look at the environment. Okay, so he further emphasizes that the term entrepreneur is meant to be used in the broadest sense and would include persons in work situations in large, medium, and small enterprises as well as those in cooperatives and governments. Kay Joseph, oh my gosh, how to pronounce this? Peter. Okay, para sa kanya. So, describe entrepreneurship as doing things that are not generally done in the ordinary course of business routine. It is essentially a phenomenon that comes under wider aspect of leadership. So they describe me as doing things that are not generally. So yeah. Next we have Jeffrey Timmons. Para sa kanya, describe entrepreneurship as the ability to create and build a vision from practically nothing. Then kay Albert Shapiro, we have agreement to an entrepreneur's behavior. So para sa kanya, yung mga galaw ng negosyante is mga ito: initiative thinking, the organizing and recognizing of social or economic mechanisms to turn resources and situations to practical amount. And lastly, the acceptance of risk and failure. So ito yung mga behavior ng entrepreneur para kay Albert. So entrepreneurship para kay Albert is the process of creating something different with value by devoting the necessary time and effort, assuming the accompanying financial, psychic, and social risk, are receiving the resulting awards of monetary and personal satisfaction. Okay, so creating something different with the value, time and effort, and personal satisfaction. We have Dr. N.A. or Colo Jr.'s view. Para sa kanya, una, ang negosyante is someone who perceives an opportunity and creates an organization to pursue it. Pangalawa, the entrepreneurial process involves all the functions, activities, and actions associated with perceiving opportunities and creating organizations to pursue them. Okay. So yun guys, ang mga contemporary views sa entrepreneurship. So mga ano nila, description about sa entrepreneurship. So iba-iba kay Lloyd Carl. So sila yung mga entrepreneur. So next we have entrepreneurship is a process and approach. So ano daw yung pagnenegosyo is a process. So of course, proseso siya and approach malalapitan ng tao. So kailangan talaga ng tao ng entrepreneurship para kasi needed siya ng ano daily life ng mga tao. So entrepreneurship is also described by renowned scholars as a dynamic process and an approach. As an approach, the entrepreneur considers the business opportunity as a chance to solve the problem rather than solving the problem itself. A striking difference between a traditional manager and the entrepreneurial manager is the bias towards growth and expansion scenario. As Camposano puts it, the entrepreneur differs from the manager or small business owner not so much on goals or in activities, but in approach in doing his business. Okay, so entrepreneurship is a process and approach. So ito, the Filipino entrepreneur. So kung may mga notable tayo, entrepreneur, meron din tayo mga notable entrepreneur sa Pilipinas. Sila yung mga Pinoy. So I think in fact views about. So yes, so hindi ko na siya i-discuss. You can pause the video na lang and read. Next, you can pause din the video. The challenge of entrepreneurs. Okay, ito yung mga challenge sa mga negosyante. So unlike the previous decades where technology, globalization, and trade liberalization did not play a dominant role, so the third millennium is mainly characterized by globalized trading system and the predominance of the revolutionary information technologies. This scenario, according to Dr. Orcolo Jr., is where the real challenge for the entrepreneuristic persons and organization in the so-called borderless world. So ito yung challenge sa mga entrepreneur. Borderless world means walang hanggan sa mundo. Walang hangganan is both a challenge, tama, an opportunity. Next slide. Okay, ito na. Filipino entrepreneurs have to contend with casting out the colonial mentality of the local market with its preference for important brands. Okay, so mataas, hindi ko na ito siya babasahin. So, entrepreneurship and Philippine education. So, you can pause the video to read. Ito rin, it's all about history. So, hindi ko na siya i-discuss. You can study, you can pause the video. Ito rin, Socio Economic Benefits from Entrepreneurship. So, meron din siyang benefits ang entrepreneurship sa socio-economy. Okay, so sabi natin may benefits yung ang entrepreneurship sa socio-economic. So, which is ito. So, other than that, the aforementioned broad impacts of entrepreneurship upon the economy, it also brings the following socio-economic benefits. So, ito yon, promotes self-help and unemployment. So number 1, promote self-help and unemployment. So hindi ko na to siya i-discuss isa-isa. Pangalawa, mobilizes capital, provides taxes to the economy, empower individuals. Wait, okay, so yun lang? Yes, yun lang, hanggang D. So, promotes, mobilize until dito. So, yung mga benefits ng entrepreneurship sa socio-economic. So, thanks for listening everyone. So, we're already done discussing the origin and nature of entrepreneurship, chapter 1. So, in the next lesson, we will discuss the chapter 2, the Philippine economy. How does an economy grow? Okay, so thanks for watching. I hope you have learned something. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And bye bye.